Hello Filotino, and welcome to my first ever full-scale video. I've been playing Warframe for a number of years now and accumulated a fair bit of knowledge, so I thought maybe I should make some videos to share what I know. So I thought my first video should be about my favorite mission type, spy missions. Now I didn't like them at first because when they were introduced to me I didn't know about all the different branching paths you could take. Which was the same case with the Lua spy mission until I learned how to properly complete it. And now that I have, I can run through it and complete it without tripping any alarms, just like any other spy mission. And the purpose of this video is to teach you how to do that. But before we can get into that, I just want to get one more thing out of the way. And that thing is just a quick little disclaimer. This is not going to be the only way to do the Lua spy missions. There's, like I suggested, many other ways to complete them, and you can use any other Warframe that you would like. This is just going to be the easiest way to do them. Alright, now that that's out of the way, let's get into the video. Alright, so the first thing I want to talk about is which Warframe will be best for this mission. There are three top picks for this, and they are Ashe, Loki, and Ivara. In my opinion, Loki, or Loki Prime in my case, is the best option for this, mostly thanks to his ability to use Switch Teleport on his decoy. This nifty little ability combination allows you to get past certain obstacles that other Warframes might not be able to get past as easily. However, if you don't want to use Loki, Loki Prime, and would prefer to instead use Ashe, Ashe Prime, or Ivara, the choice is entirely up to you, so long as you choose one of these three. The primary reason for these three Warframes being the most chosen for spy missions is because they all have some kind of cloaking ability, and for the Lua spy mission there are going to be two objectives that are going to have detector drones, and invisibility is the easy way to get past them. Alright, now that we've gotten Warframes out of the way, I'm just going to briefly talk about modding. I'm not going to go into any specifics on any builds, but I'm just going to tell you what you need to know. Alright, for Ashe and Loki, you're going to want to have high duration to make sure their invisibility lasts as long as possible. However, for Ivara, her ability consumes energy per second, so having high duration won't actually do anything. Instead, you'll need to focus on efficiency and having a high energy pool. One last thing with Ivara is that she does have an arrow in her quiver ability that allows you to create a sphere of invisibility at the impact site. And it is true that you can shoot your allies with it and it'll stick to them. And unless you're doing this co-op, this ability won't be useful because you can't shoot yourself with it, even when using the second ability, Navigator. You also cannot tag your companion with it. May that be a Kavat, Kubro, or Sentinel. Alright, now that we've briefly gone over Warframes and modding, let's now get into the spy missions themselves, starting with Objective A. This objective is pretty straightforward, and it's the only time that I ever really need to use the clone and switch teleport. I'm not saying that you won't be able to make it past the obstacle without it, but it will make it a lot easier. Alright, so the first thing you need to do here is go through the portal. The game calls it a continuity disturbance, but I'm calling it a portal to make things simpler. Once through the portal, all you have to do is activate the console, which should now be in working order. Once you've activated the console, return through the portal. To open it, you simply have to attack it. This is the part where invisibility comes in handy, so you're not seen by any of the sensor drones. All you have to do now is focus on not hitting the lasers. If you can, try following the path I take. This is where I recommend using the decoy and switch teleport. Just duck into this little crevice here, place your clone there, and use switch teleport on it. Once on the other side of the gap, look just up here and there should be a crack in the wall that leads to the console room.
This console has been severely damaged. Can't get anything out of it.
Once in the console room, make your way through the portal, and the console should be right there for you to hack.
Excellent work. A clean extraction with no alarms.
Next we have Objective B. This one's going to be a bit more challenging, and you have to hack the console before entering the area. Now the path we're going to take here is to the left. But before we go there, I'm going to show you this unique laser up here. As you can see, this constantly rotating trap has 6 lasers. We're going to have to wait for one of the large gaps to ensure that we don't get tagged by one of the lasers. The best way to do that is to count them as they go by. 1, 2, 3, then go. Once on the other side of this portal, there will be 2. One will be closed and the other will be open. You want to go through the one that is open. Once through the second portal, be careful not to hit any of the lasers. At the time I recorded this, the lasers weren't firing for some reason, but they normally are. Through this door just behind me is the last time you'll ever really need to use invisibility. Now make your way across and make sure not to use bullet jump too close to the sensor drones. Bullet jump can do damage to nearby enemies, and doing it to one of these drones will trigger the alarms. Once you've gotten through and made your way through the doors, just jump over this ledge and there will be another portal just down here. Next you'll need to go through the portal and make your way up the stairs. This is another spot where you can use switch teleport if you want to, but it's really not needed. Once you step on the platform at the top of the stairs, it'll activate a timer. You'll need to make it down the stairs and through the freezing hallway before the door can close. Once you've made it through, just hack the console and you're done with Objective B.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Next up is Objective C. Just to the left here, there's supposed to be a large hole in the ground. However, for filming, I couldn't get it to appear. So instead, we'll have to come over here and shoot this button. In the room, you'll find a portal. Head through it and hack the console. Once you've done that, go around the room and you'll find a barrier with a terminal on it.
Now, the enemy will start destroying data.
Once you've hacked the terminal, make your way into the room and to the door on the other side. Approach the door to open it and shoot the button. Unfortunately, Warframe thought I fell out of the map and tried to place me back where it thought the ledge was. I become trapped in the room, but thankfully there are terminals just in case you do get locked in here. If it happens to you, just hack one of the terminals. Now that we're back on track, I can explain that shooting the button starts a timer. I shoot the button again and try to make it through before the door closes. Once you get into this room, look up and you should see a portal. Open it and go through it. Once on the other side, make your way through the hole in the floor. Carefully watch where I go. Once you get into this room, you're going to need to collapse the ceiling. Head through the portal and you'll find an explosive barrel. Shoot the barrel and then return through the portal. Once you've done that, the ceiling should be collapsed. Make your way through the new hole in the ceiling, past these lasers, and into this large room. Next, you need to get past these lasers. You can bullet jump over them or use a clone and switch teleport. Now you need to get through this room without touching any of the lasers. You're going to want to land on this platform and then go through this portal. Once through the portal, look up and you should see a button. Shoot it and wait for the explosive barrel to be lowered down into the portal. Once the barrel has gone through the portal, you need to return through it as well. You'll see it on the other side. Just shoot it to bring down this pillar. Once you get into this room, there will be another portal. Head through it and then hack the terminal on the opposite side of the room from where you appear. Once you've hacked the terminal, a button on the other side of the room will move. Shoot it to open a portal, which will send another explosive barrel to the other side. Then follow it. Once you are through the portal, shoot the barrel to break open the wall. Through the new hole in the wall, you'll find another portal. Head through it, and the console will be just through those doors. All you gotta do now is just a little bit of hacking.
Data extracted. They won't even know it's gone.
Alright, and there we have it, the easiest way to do the Lua spy missions. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like. However, if you didn't find this video helpful, then click that dislike button twice. For those of you that did find this video helpful and would like to see a video on how to do something else easily, then leave a comment with your request. And finally, if you really like this video for some reason, then maybe even consider subscribing.